Todd never complains, right?
Right.
Right. That's why we always give him a couple of minutes to complain about something.
You're quasi-evil. You're semi-evil. You're the margarine of evil. You're the Diet Coke of evil. Just 1 calorie, not evil enough.
Hey, look, he can't always be happy. It's time for Todd's Daily Complaint.
Want to just say congratulations and condolences to River, who is sponsored by the Three Rivers, whatever, Gazette or whatever, who was just eliminated from the National Spelling Bee.
Oh, dear God.
Yes. So sad for him. What? So answer me this. Have you ever been driving along and you're like, man, I'm in a real hurry to get somewhere, going, 45, 50 on a city street, and all of a sudden at 1 in the afternoon, you see flashing lights that say, slow down to 25, school zone. And of course, there's a policeman sitting right there waiting to pull you over so they can give you a ticket in a school zone. I know we live in a country where it's think of the children, everyone think of the children. But let's be honest here. Aside from elementary schools, do we really need school zones? By the time you get to 6th grade, if you ain't figured out to look left and right before you walk in the street, that's your own bad. I shouldn't have to slow down to 25 because one of the kids that doesn't know any better might walk out into the street. Also, how far away from the school does this school zone need to be? Half the time I'm in a school zone and I don't even see the school. It's way off, a block or two down.
If it is a very busy intersection of kids, it doesn't matter how far away it is.
At 1 o'clock, the kids are in class. If they're on the playground, there's a fence around it. They're in class. I'm fine with slowing down when you're loading the buses. But in the middle of the day, there is no need for a school zone.
I think you need to hit that point a little harder.
And quite
because
frankly,
it sounded earlier like you were mad at the bell, at the dismissal bell. You were mad. No, you need to put the emphasis on this whole 1 o'clock thing, because you're going to make a lot of enemies if this is a 3 o'clock thing.
Unless
maybe they were off school at 1.
No, they're not out of school at 1.
Did you think about that?
No, because I'll drive and have to stop, and there's no one there picking up kids. There's no kids around. They're inside probably watching movies or something, and I'm having to go slow through a school zone. And then on top of that, as I mentioned, past middle school, you don't need a school zone. You certainly don't need a school zone during the middle of the day. If some kid wants to cut class and he walks out in the street without looking and gets hit by a car, maybe this is tough love, but you shouldn't have cut class. I shouldn't have to slow down because that kid's ditching school. So it's very important to note, if the buses and traffic are being held up by kids being loaded and unloaded to and from school, I'm okay with the school zone. But if not, if there aren't buses loading kids up and there aren't parents waiting in line to pick their kids up, turn the damn lights off and let me drive 45. There is no need for me to slow down. I have never once slowed down in a school zone at 1 or 2 in the afternoon or 10 in the morning and thought to myself, it sure is a good thing I slowed down. I almost hit a kid there.
Well, that's because you've never come close to hitting a kid there, but you might if you went 60.
And if the kid ditched school, he should know better.
What if it were 3 o'clock? Would you still have a problem with this?
If there are buses and cars loading and unloading kids, I have no problem with slowing down for that.
What if there aren't? What if it's school's out and kids are walking home?
Stay on the sidewalk. Look both ways.
What's that why is that any different than...
So if they're walking home, Zach, they're going to walk out of the school zone anyway to where it's 45 miles an hour. Why do I have to slow down by the school?
Because of the amount of kids.
Why shouldn't we just make the whole town 25 since someone might be walking home?
Okay, then riddle me this. See, you're inconsistent. Why then? So you have a problem. So you have a problem if the speed limit gets taken down to a crawl for kids walking off school grounds, but not if the buses are out. What's the difference? The buses are actually on the school grounds. Why you should have more of a problem.
If there is a lot of traffic and buses are pulling in and out, I'm okay with slowing down because there's a lot of traffic. I'm not okay with slowing down because there might be some kid walking by at 1 PM when he should be in class. And I certainly don't go into this, well, what about the kids that walk home? Well, they walk down the street away from the school, and you know what happens? The speed limit goes up to 45. So if we really care about the kids, either protect them all the time, and anytime a kid walks on the street, he can push a button and change the speed limit to 25 all the way up and down that street, or let's quit with this stupid window dressing to make it look like we're making the kids safer. That's my daily complaints. School zones. There's always a cop sitting there trying to get you, too. You should have slowed down to 25. Why? Well, because it's a school zone. Well, they're in class. Yeah, well, the light's flashing, and we wanted a reason to write a ticket.
Pay attention to the signs.
Sign, everywhere a sign.
Don't get mad at the police officer for doing his job.
No, they're taking advantage of the school zone and trying to catch you speeding through it. Because it's more when you get caught in a school zone, too.
Oh, come on.
It is. It's the ticket's bigger.
I understand, but that's not the reason they're pulling you over. Their job is to make sure you are abiding the law. If you're not abiding the law, that's on you.
Well, the law's stupid. And that's my daily complaint here on 107.7 The Franchise.
You want to say the law's stupid? Okay.
No, but that's what policemen do sometimes in that situation. They
No.
take advantage of the stupid law to catch you in a speed trap. That's what they do. Not all of them. Some of them. Not every jurisdiction. Some of them.
All right,
Talking to you, Forest Park.
All right, we get to the bottom.
You heard me, Arcadia.